Yes, yes, fight fans, body and mind, sports, my people, you are fully appreciated in this round, my guys, my people. Let's talk Terence Bud Crawford. He has an upcoming fight September versus Sal Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. It could be for undisputed. If Sal Canelo Alvarez can tie up his end of the bargain come May 3rd, where he will be fighting the IBF champion at 168 pounds, William Skull, my guys, my people, for an opportunity to become 2 times undisputed in the division. Canelo right now holds 3 titles in the division, my guys, my people, and should he beat William Skull, well, he will stand to carry his undisputed status in the division forward to September, to give Crawford an opportunity not only to become undisputed, but to become 3 times undisputed in 3 different weight classes. And that would be a mammoth achievement by any great fighter's standards. Just to help you put this into perspective, my guys, my people. Well, Crawford, Crawford, in a sit down with Manuk Okopiang YouTube channel, he details that when he beats Sal Canelo Alvarez, which I believe he will be able to do, that will put him top 3 pound for pound best fighters of all time. I'm talking about the history of the sport. And the only 2 names that he would even consider putting in front of himself is Ali and Sugar Ray Robinson, my guys, which is totally understandable. Those 2 fighters have done things in and outside of the ring, and they've achieved a lot both inside and outside of the ring, and so hold very special positions in the hearts of fighters and fighting fans alike through out so many different generations, my guys, my people. So those are true greats, not only classical greats, but they will be greats for as long as you can imagine. Crawford says that those 2 spots there would never be taken by anybody. Will never be taken by anybody, my guys. Those 2 names always pop up in everybody's top 5 best fighters of all time, my guys, my people. But yeah, we do know though that for Crawford to achieve all of this, he would have to go up to 168 pounds. And according to Gustavo Rivieri, who is the president of the WBO, well, he says that once Crawford moves up, he is not coming back down, my guys, my people. And he will be dropping his WBO interim strap. With that news, I should assume that, at some point he will also be dropping his WBA World Championship belt as well. Seen as he's not going to be moving down to defend those titles, I would assume so, right? Which got me thinking, what if all the belts at 168 pounds all turn up to be in Crawford's possession? What is he going to do with the titles? Maybe he would have a first defense versus Canelo in a rematch. But what after that? Would he continue defending those titles, or is he going to sail off into the sunset and retire after achieving the biggest commercial fight of his career and the biggest legacy fight of his career? It will be fully deserved, and I wouldn't complain. However, Crawford is in such a great position right now that he can do more. He can do more without having to do much, to tell you the truth. But it will mean that he would have to be able to move down to 154 and fight again, my guys, my people. And that will be much harder now that he's older. He's 38 years old. By the time he beats Canelo and gives him a rematch, he will be 39 years old, near enough 40, my guys, my people. And it will be a lot harder for him to shed the bulk, the muscle that he's put on. It's not as if he's young. You know, it will be much easier when he's younger. But it is doable. It is doable. And I think that if anyone is to do it, I believe Crawford is the man to do it, my guys, my people. So we shall see if he can do that. We shall see if he can do that. Although Gustavo has said otherwise, that he's not moving back down, my guys, my people. But if he can do that, at least move down and still be in possession of this WBA title, right, at 154, then let's take, for instance, if Sebastian Fundora, who holds the WBC and WBO titles, were to fight with the IBF champion Bakram Mutazaliev in a unification. Well, Crawford then can go forward and fight the winner of that fight for undisputed. Just like that. In one attempt, my guys, my people. In one attempt. That would be huge. That would be huge. That would make him a great of the greats, for lack of a better term. For me, that will make him the greatest of all time in terms of his achievements in boxing. If you are to look at that aspect alone, he will be the greatest. Without a shadow of a doubt, my guys, my people. Which I will say now, that despite what Gustavo said, it is great news, because in this interview, Crawford did say that he would leave the door open at a possibility of coming back down to 154, my guys, my people. So fingers crossed, maybe hopefully he comes down and attempts to be undisputed, my guys, my people, for a fourth time, my guys, my people. But yes, a lot of great things there for Crawford to achieve in the sport. But first, he must get past Saul Canelo Alvarez. How is he gonna beat him? Well, Crawford states that he just has to fight his own fight. However, if that opportunity arises, he will go for the KO. But on the most part, he's just gonna fight his own fight, and he believes he's the faster fighter, and he can outbox Saul Canelo Alvarez, my guys, my people, which I believe is very doable. I think Crawford beats him, man. For sure. Crawford beats him. But yeah, greatness. That is all that Crawford is after, and he is not looking for any fight in the interim. I mean, boxing is a rough sport. You can get injured, and that can jeopardize his fight with Canelo. You can even lose. All it takes is a lucky punch. So yeah, he's not going to be taking a fight in the interim. He's worked so hard to get into this position, and Turki Al Sheikh had to throw hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars at Saul Canelo Alvarez to bring this fight into fruition, my guys, my people. So he just wants to make sure that it happens. Regardless, though, it's nothing unusual from Crawford, because since 2019, he's only been fighting once a year. Only once a year, my guys, my people. But I have to add that during those periods has been when he's had his biggest wins. His win over Kell Brook, his win over Sean Porter, and his win over Errol the True Spence. All fighters that people thought could beat him. Well, they didn't. And he still doesn't get the credit for those wins. up until this day. Maybe finally, when he beats Saul Canelo Alvarez, Crawford will get the credit that he's been so long being owed by the boxing world. You know, so he's owed a lot of credit to be given. He's owed too many flowers, my guys. Too many flowers. And he deserves it all, my guys, my people. He's a living legend, Crawford. He's a living great. You know, and his fight with Canelo will be huge. Legacy fight, huge commercial fight, but he's looking to make it even bigger because he thinks that it would be dope if Gervonta Tank Davis, who is one of the faces of boxing, and Shakur Stevenson, who is possibly the best fighter in the sport, if those two fighters can face one another in his undercard, in his undercard, you know, so that's a Crawford versus Canelo undercard, my guys, my people, and I think that would just that will break the sound barrier at that point. It will break the sound barrier, my guys, my people, because that will be huge. That will be huge. That's like pushing boxing to different levels now. Have one of the faces of boxing in an undercard. Yeah. I mean, I'll be looking forward to it if they can do it, but nah, they can't do it. And Crawford really looks at the situation realistically that Gervonta Tank Davis, being one of the faces of boxing, is not going to want to play second fiddle to any fighters in the sport. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. You don't become face of boxing to land yourself an undercard fight. No way, my guys. No way. But for undercard fight though, I think Shakur versus Lamont Roach would be great. He put up a great performance versus Gervonta Tank Davis. They do have a rematch, but I think regardless whether Roach wins or not, a fight with Shakur in an undercard of Canelo versus Crawford would be a good fight. We could also match up Shakur versus Frank Martin. That would be another great fight. You know, another possibility could be Keyshawn Davis versus Edwin De Los Santos. Those two fighters have been going back and forth recently. My guys, my people. Yeah, so those would be great matchups to make for an undercard of a fight of this magnitude, my guys, my people. As of now though, we really don't know who is going to be on that undercard and what matchups are going to be made, but it's good to speculate. It's good to rummage through different names, turn them upside and see what matchups you can make with them, my guys, my people. But as I'm talking, one name that popped into my head, how about a unification between Gary Antoine Russell versus Alberto Puello at 140 pounds. Russell is the WBA champion, newly crowned, and then Puello is the WBC, my guys, my people. Russell literally run through you know, El Rayo Valenzuela to get his championship, right? As for Puello, he really struggled, and I think he lost his fight. He really shouldn't be champion right now, but he caught the graces. So now it will be great to see, you know, who will win between him and Russell, my guys. They have fought before. The first time around, Puello got the decision. So let's see now. It would be great to see who will win in an argument second time around, my guys, my people. And where better to do it than in a Canelo Crawford undercard, my guys, my people. I hope it's going to be a legendary fight card though. I hope it's going to be a legendary undercard. Just for it to just match the legendary main event that we all know we're getting. You know. So yeah, with that said, I'm done with Crawford, my guys, my people. Let's park it to the side. Let's move on, my guys, and talk about Anthony Joshua and the possibility of him being in a WBO title fight. I'm talking about a world title fight versus Joseph Parker, my guys, my people. As we have all been speculating, as we have all been assuming, my guys, my people, simply because Usyk, who is the unified champion in the division right now and holds the WBO title also, well, he is getting lined up to fight Daniel Dubois next, my guys, my people, for undisputed, my guys, my people. And however, the WBO have stomped their foot in the middle of that, and they would rather Usyk fights you know, Joseph Parker, my guys, who is the WBO interim champion, my guys, my people. But Usyk wants this Dubois fight more than any other fight right now. So we are all speculating that he may drop his WBO title, and if he does, Usyk gets elevated, and then of course the opportunity will come for him to make his first title defense versus Anthony Joshua, my guys, my people. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. Even when you visualize it, right, everything just seems to be fitting together like a jigsaw. But in reality, it's something different, as Frank Warren has revealed that you know, that a unification bout, and that is what Usyk Dubois is. It is for undisputed, right? So it is a unification bout, and according to Warren, that takes priority over a mandatory defense, and that is Parker and Usyk. So yes, as things stand according to the sanctioning body's own rules, my guys, my people, you know, Usyk Dubois as a unification holds priority over Usyk and Parker, my guys, my people. You know, so according to Warren, Parker's not gonna get elevated. Usyk ain't gonna drop the WBO, and Parker is not gonna get elevated, my guys, my people. Instead, he's gonna sit warm and cozy, hugging his interim WBO championship, my guys, my people. And whatever play takes place in the interim, what he is assured about is that Parker gets first dibs, you know, as the interim champion. He gets first dib at the winner of Usyk and Dubois, my guys, my people. The WBO mandatory is the next in line to get first dibs on the winner, my guys, my people. So that means Parker will get to fight for undisputed, should he sit and wait. Should he sit and wait, my guys. But when is that fight going to happen? Usyk and Dubois. Maybe May, maybe June. I'm assuming maybe May is just around the corner after April. We're literally at the doorstep of April now, my guys, my people. So possibly even July, right? When we will find out the winner of Usyk and Dubois, my guys, my people. So yeah, Parker has got some waiting to do. He has got some waiting to do, my guys, my people. He might need a fight in the interim just to, you know, keep busy, my guys, my people, because the winner of Usyk and Dubois, if they fight in June, July, they're not going to fight straight away. So they may not be back in the ring again, maybe September, October time, to be available for a fight with Parker, my guys, my people. So yeah, it looks like he's got some waiting to do. And as for Anthony Joshua, it looks like he's going to be back fighting around the same time, September. September, my guys, my people, because Anthony Joshua right now, as revealed by Eddie Hearn, is injured, my guys, and he cannot even throw a punch. Right now he can't even throw a punch. He would need 6 weeks recovery to be able to do that. So he can't do any training. Don't even mention camp, my guys, my people. Let alone throwing punches, my guys, and getting into an actual fight. So if you've taken that and then camp and recovery time and so forth, we might not see Anthony Joshua back in the ring. September also, my guys, my people, because recovery, training, camp, before you get into a fight, it all takes time. So we might not see Joshua also until September, my guys, my people. So like I said, Parker has a lot of waiting to do, whether he takes Anthony Joshua fight, right? Where he's defending his interim title, not the championship, as according to Frank Warren, or whether he goes straight into an undisputed bout with the winner of Usyk and Dubois. My guys, my people, he has got a lot of waiting to do. So you might need a fight in the interim, but who he fights next, we really don't know. Only he and Frank Warren would know that. But that is the situation there as we have it. As for now, my guys, my people, let's see whether the WBO really can strip Usyk. Let's see, my guys, my people. But it is true what Frank Warren is saying. A unification does hold priority over a mandatory defense, my guys, my people. And with that said, that's all I have for you on this one. And before you leave, my guys, my people, do like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below, and as always, stay super blessed, my guys, my people.